A lot of people, the New Year's resolution is going to be to get in shape and lose weight. How many of you sell a weight loss supplement? How many of you have a program that can help those people? And then guess what people also want to do in the new year? They want to make extra money. If you have an online business, it's a perfect time for you to get serious, for you to get committed, to discipline yourself. I think this first topic is the most important. You need to have confidence. You need to have belief. Not just in the company you're with or the products you're promoting, but in yourself. Events are everything. And I'm not talking about webinars. I'm not talking about Zooms. That stuff is cute. Get offline. What events are you planning on attending in the new year? Because it's not just about going to the events. It's about bringing your team to the events. So in the early days, that was the only way to educate our team. That was the only way to inspire our team. Let's say I had 50 people on my team, but I got 10 of those peeps to the event. Those 10 people are going to crush the other 40. They have more confidence. They have more certainty. They caught the vision. They're answering questions instead of asking questions. So I'm telling you, the events were more fun. They're retention builders. They're relationship. Like you build relationships with these people. So my question is, how many of you are registered for your annual conference? If you're not registered, again, you're not committed. Now the question is, if you are registered, because I know some of you go, John, I registered the moment it was available. Like I was registered day one. Awesome. How many people are you bringing with you? You have to start treating your business like a business and not a hobby. Hobbies cost money. Businesses turn profits. So the question would be, how many people did you have at your last annual conference? I would have a goal of doubling, tripling, or quadrupling that number. Now, if someone doesn't go, can they still be successful? Sure, but it's a lot less likely. If I'm doing events and I'm a multiple 7-figure per year earner and I've got the number one team, maybe in network marketing, but definitely inside my company, if I'm still doing events, doesn't it make sense that you should probably attend and promote events? Do you think I'm doing it because I have nothing else better to do? Or do you think I do it because it's a needle mover? The answer is yes, it's a needle mover. But I'm telling you, offline events will change lives and will explode your momentum. Now, the next thing is keeping it simple. Remember this, simple scales, fancy fails. And this is just the truth, all right? I love this quote, all right? I wrote this down. You will be punished or rewarded based on the life you led prior to getting involved in network marketing. So I tell you that because you need to find better people. Recruiting up. You have to start recruiting up. Here's what you're looking for. You ready? Write this down. You're looking for people with WHIP, work ethic, hunger, integrity, personal power. Now listen, if they don't have influence, they can develop it. If they have the first three, right? Work ethic, hunger, and integrity. How many of you have a chicken list? People, I don't know them that well. That's my pastor. I can't talk to my pastor. Why not? There's pastors in network marketing. I have pastors on my team. I can't talk to my uncle. He's already a millionaire. So people become millionaires in network marketing, number one. Number two, some of the most successful people in network marketing had a traditional business or were already successful. I want you to start recruiting A players. Here's an A player. You ready? Someone with network marketing success, like they've had experience somewhere else, or they're a 6-figure earner. Maybe they make $100,000 a year as a nurse. Maybe they make $100,000 a year as a realtor. Maybe they make $100,000 a year as a fill in the blank, whatever. Or they have a traditional business mindset, background in business. Their background is as an entrepreneur. These three types of people are fantastic. You could even say an A player would be an influencer, but I want you to also be careful and be realistic. What do I mean by that? Realistically, those people are really hard to come by. You're not going to know that many A players. You're not going to know that many people that own a business, or unless you are in business, right? I will say this. Influencers know influencers. Business owners know business owners. A players know A players. So if you find a really good A player, if you end up recruiting someone better than you, fantastic. You can get lucky. You can introduce your A player to your upline. Your upline can help you enroll that A player. I'm just saying that those people are few and far between. So don't go out there just like whale hunting and only trying to talk to A players. You should talk to everybody. But how many of you have limited time? If you have limited time, it does make sense to go after people with WHIP, the work ethic, the hunger, the integrity, the personal power. Now, I would also focus on people that already use social media to some extent Maybe they're not like a social marketing person. They're not like monetizing their social media, but like at least they do post on social media. At least they like log in to social media. At least they like maybe record stories and stuff like that. Those are also really good people because they can learn how to generate leads. They can learn how to build a brand. They can learn the systems for selling, for recruiting. They can build up their confidence and success if they plug into the system, they have a good attitude, they're coachable. That's what you're looking for. You're really just looking for positive people that have a good attitude because you can coach anybody. You can mentor anybody to become a person of influence. Most of the influencers in our business were not influencers when they got started. They were just stay-at-home moms. They were school teachers. They were fitness instructors. They were nurses. They were, just a retired government worker that just had drive. But realize that you will be punished or rewarded based on the life you led prior to getting involved. So when I first got involved in network marketing, I guess you could say I was punished because I didn't have influence. I didn't have any credibility. In fact, when people found out I was in network marketing or the business I was doing, they were like, yeah, if John's doing it, stay away. We got to find people. We got to find better people. And here's what you should also look for: exposure agents. This is a next level conversation. But if you want to grow faster in 2025, find opportunities to get on different stages, podcasts. Maybe you want to interview people on your page because they might share it with their audience. Don't expect that, but if you interview someone, maybe they'll share it. Me speaking on someone's podcast or someone interviewing me, I'm getting exposure to their audience, their network. Now, in the beginning, you're probably not going to get asked to speak on stages or get interviewed on some big podcast. But eventually, if you keep building your brand and you keep networking, right? That's why they call it network marketing, right? Your network determines your net worth. I mean, imagine if Oprah Winfrey, imagine if some huge influencer or comedian or celebrity joined your downline. Do you think that maybe they would recruit more people than you? Do you think that maybe they would sell more products than imagine The Rock joined your downline. Do you think The Rock would become the number one seller and recruiter in your company? If Tom Cruise joined your team, do you think that he would probably become the top earner in the company? Obviously, because they have what? Influence. They have credibility. You can build that credibility, that know, like, trust. You can build your influence, build your audience by getting on other people's platforms. Could be a virtual opportunity, could be an in-person opportunity. Maybe all of you could join a local networking group. You can find local groups to join. You can get exposure from other people's networks. So maybe you start playing pickleball like me. Maybe you join a gym. Maybe you're in some local networking groups, or maybe whatever it is. So you start meeting people offline. Maybe you join some online groups. Start joining some Facebook groups. Find groups with like-minded people, but join some groups. Make some friends. Why? Because if you're constantly adding new people to your Facebook, online, offline, people you meet online, people you meet offline, you're adding friends all the time. That's great. But here's the other truth. If you want to grow fast in 2025, most of you, let's keep it real, most of you have not spoke to the majority of people you're already friends with. What's the point of adding new friends and adding followers and getting exposure and finding ways to go viral and put out content and do all this hard work to attract people if you're not going to reach out to the people you're already friends with? I guarantee that 90% of the people you're already friends with that already follow you don't know about your products or opportunity. Simply reach out to them and just say, hey, Sarah, it's been a while. What have you been up to? I don't know if you know this or not, but I help people make money online. I help people lose weight, look younger. I help people balance their hormones. Whatever your product is or whatever it does, start reaching out to people. I don't know if you know this or not, but I help people with fill in the blank. How many of you could do this? Start more conversations. Be more proactive.